Good day and welcome. My name is Brian McAfee. I'm going to be doing a brief introduction to price action versus technical trading today. This is following up off a series we did on basically everything you need to do before you start trading. So now we're going to look into a series that lets you decide how you want to trade, whether it be technical or price action, or a combination of both. But a lot of people I see, they decide, ooh, I want to trade binary options, but they have no idea how they want to, and they struggle to decide how they want to trade, and they really don't. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but they just don't know which direction to take. So we're going to do a brief series on maybe what help you out picking that direction. The warning is currency trading offers amazing profit potential, but includes also large risk potential. Before you get started with trading in the forex exchange market, consider your investment goals, objectives, trading experience, and your personal risk appetite. You should be also aware of the existing possibility that you could lose some, or in worst cases, all of your equity. That's your money. For this reason, we recommend that you invest only funds you can afford to lose. Don't spend your rent money. Only discretionary money should be used for currency trading. Make yourself aware of all possible risks associated with trading currencies, and if you have any questions or concerns, you should contact an independent financial advisor. Any live trading you do, you're doing at your own discretion and risk. Okay, so like I said, we're going to try and give you an idea about what technical trading is versus price action trading. Most people I see use a combination of both. They do lean towards more price action with a few indicators, or they're more of a technical trader with a limited use of price action. Me personally, I'm a technical trader with price action skills, but I am definitely not a price action trader. I rely heavily on my technical indicators to point things out that most price action traders would probably slap me in the face and say, how can you not see that without a freaking line drawn on your chart? So we're going to go ahead and cover technical trading first. I'm going to give you the actual definitions of what these are, and we'll look at some live charts so it'll help you give you an idea what each one is, the strengths and weaknesses of both, I guess you could say. So technical trading, any class of metrics whose value is derived from generic price activity of an asset. An asset in this case just means, like, are we trading cable, well, euro, USD, things like that. So anytime you see asset, that just means the pair that you're trading. Technical indicators look to predict the future price levels or simply the general price direction of an asset by looking at past patterns. Examples of common technical indicators include relative strength index, the money flow index, stochastics, MACD, and Bollinger Bands. If you don't know what those are, you might want to look them up. Those are some of the most common technical indicators out there. Moving on, price action. Price action is basically the concept of price action trading, embodies the analysis of basic price movement as a methodology for financial speculation. You're guessing where the price is going to go. Since it ignores the fundamental factors of an asset and looks primarily at the asset's price history, although sometimes it considers values derived from that price history. What differentiates it, I think I said that right, from most forms of technical analysis is that its main focus is on the relation of a security or an asset's current price to its past prices as opposed to values derived from that price history. This past history includes swing highs, swing lows, trend lines, and support and resist levels. At its most simplistic, it attempts to describe the human through processes invoked by experienced and non-disciplinary traders as they observe and trade their markets. Price action is simply how price changes the action of price. Okay, so for some examples, we're going to go off to MT4. If you're not familiar with it, MT4 is a charting platform you can pick up normally for free with a demo account through brokers such as Owanda, Trader's Way. There's a bunch of them out there, but it is a free charting platform that allows you to see price live with the market, no delay, as it's actually moving, as that is what you are going to need to be able to trade binary options. I covered it before. You do not want to use your broker's charts. They are just a mess. So let's minimize this and let's take a look. Okay, so this is MT4. We're first going to cover some technical trading. I'll describe what's on the screen, and we can take a look at it. So, general thought, this might be a mess, but I have a lot of stuff loaded up so you can see it. One of the things with a technical trader, what you're looking for is the indicators themselves will draw things on the screen for you, like pivot levels. This weekly S2 here is a weekly pivot point. They have a daily S1 here, previous daily highs and lows. These are all things that it draws on the chart for you because it's a technical indicator. This red and blue, this is the Bollinger Bands that it mentioned. And right here we have Fibonacci levels. So depending on the indicator, price should react in a certain way to that indicator. For instance, Bollinger Bands. Once Bollinger Bands, the price is breached outside of it, you would typically see a reversal. Like right here, price went out a tiny bit, then price came back up. Now, the thing with a technical indicator, and I know this is where it gets a little bit confusing, as a technical trader, I still rely on price action a bit. I don't do it all the time, but I do use it quite a bit to keep me out of, I guess you could say, stupid trades. Going on down here at the bottom, we have what's called value charts, and that's these little candles here. And on top of value charts, the blue line you see is RSI. So technical trading, as you can see, is based off of technical indicators, and they kind of tell you what to do. Now this one down here is a combination of a bunch of technical indicators, and it told me here that price was going to reverse and go up, and it told me here price was going to reverse and come down. So that's basically what you can get out of technical indicators, and I would say taking it to the extreme. So if you're not good at seeing patterns or levels or things like that, technical trading may be a way for you to look into. The first thing you want to decide is how you're going to trade. Everything on this screen is designed for trading reversals or price pullbacks when things go overbought or oversold. Some people like to trade with the trend, so you'd actually use a different set of indicators. Some of these could be used for it, but you'd want a different set of indicators. So the thing there is going to be is learning which indicators work with you, which ones help you visualize the market properly. A lot of people, everybody sees the market in a different way, so what works for me with one indicator may not work with you for a different indicator. Later on in the series, if you decide to go the technical trading route, I'm going to be going through some indicators and showing how they can be used. So let's move on to what a price action chart looks like. A price action chart basically is this, and you're going to use your mind, I guess you could say, to draw certain levels in. Like for instance, a support and resist line. Like right here, if we notice, price bottomed out here and topped out here. So if we drew this line here as a resist, when price came back down to it, all of a sudden it's a support. Another thing that we mentioned was trend lines. You can see how crappy of a price action trader I am, but a trend line would be doing something like this. Usually connects about 3 points, but you can see if price came back down to that, that would be a support. Other things you could see, we have a good here, and as we noticed, every time price hit this level, it bounced, and it came up through and pushed on through. So that's basically, as a price action trader, you're watching also what the candles do. Again, most of the time I see people use a combination of the two, but it really is up to you. What I normally tell people, if you're good with patterns, recognizing patterns and movements, then you'd probably be a great price action trader. Me, on the other hand, I suck at recognizing patterns, consolidation areas, things like this. This has come over time. When I first started, if you put this chart in front of me, I wouldn't have known what to do. I would have been like, ugh, I'm lost. But it really is up to you on how you want to trade. You need to find what works for you. For technical trading, I tell a lot of people technical trading is kind of like training wheels while you learn price action, so you can use a combination of both. But some people, they just don't like technical indicators at all, and they'd rather learn price action. It really comes down to an individual level for you. So that's basically the introduction. What I'm going to do is then I will, on my end, I'm going to run a little series on technical trading, and we'll see about getting someone who knows a bit more about price action to do that side of it, as I am very limited on my price action skills. So hopefully this explains a little bit of difference between the two. If you're wondering, just so you can see, these are all the indicators that are available to you in MT4 stock. So this is everything it comes with. Some of the ones we mentioned, like MACD, comes up on the chart like this. So as a technical indicator, it doesn't make things much easier. You still have to learn what that indicator means, how it responds to the market, and everything. So there's a good and bad to each side of being a price action trader, a technical trader, or taking the best of both worlds, combining the two. Most price action traders, you see their charts will be cleaner than a technical trader because they've been accustomed to looking at price action so long. They no longer need the technical indicators to point things out to them on the chart. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of idea how you would like to trade. If you're not too sure, you can always stop by live chat over on binaryoptions.net. Jump in there and talk to me or anyone else that's in the room, and we can help you along your decision on how to trade. I will be posting up though how I trade, how I trend trade over the next few days. So if you are a technical trader and you want to see how I trend trade, basically I trend trade what's called a pullback, which means price went up and came down, and I'm looking for this area for price to go back up, and I will take price back up after the pullback. I am going to be posting up a series on how to do that, so that'll give you something to look for if you're a technical trader. But if not, either way, stop by the live chat room, introduce yourself, ask some questions, learn a little bit. We don't bite. Thanks for watching the video, and y'all have a great day.